everybody, and welcome back to Pokemon Black. Last time, we helped a little girl get her Pokemon back from Team Plasma. We got some more Pokemon. We almost have a full team of 6 now. And I teased an evolution, but apparently we didn't get to level 16, but that's okay. That's what happens when you have a full team of Pokemon. Hopefully we get close to the gym. I think we are. We might even get to Lenora, I think is her name. Level cap is 20, of course. You guys can see that on the overlay, of course. Hopefully it's up to date and without any issues. I edit these videos pretty late, so if there is an issue in the overlay, that is why. I edit these really, really late. Because I don't have the time. I work in the morning. I work in the morning and the afternoon, I guess is a better way to put it. Who knew that working a full-time job could be so demanding? Like 50 hours a week. Because 40 is... I don't know. I mean, like, you work for the 40. That's what you get paid for. I've been working a lot of overtime, though, so it's like... You know. This thing gets assurance. This gets a lot of good moves, actually. Compared to, like, Zubat. Confusion, Assurance, Gust. These are all very serviceable moves for level 14. Ooh, that did a decent amount of damage. We're gonna swap you out. We're not gonna get bit twice. That would be not fun. That would be a no bueno. I'm really taking advantage of the fact that I don't have to work today to record. I hope you guys are... Maybe I don't hope you guys are realizing, but... You know, I haven't had the time to do this in so long, and I feel like I always push off recording. I'm trying to plan it out so that I actually want to record... Not that I want to record more, because I do. But that I actually, like, make more videos, you know? I'm thinking that I'm gonna bring back the new Super Mario Bros. Series on the DS. I started playing that. I'm making my progress, so I'm caught back up, because I only made 2 videos. Jesus. Thank God this isn't like Gen 1, where those, you know, if it crits once, it crits every time. Although that was a crazy cool feature. Unpredictable and annoying to play against, but also, you know, it's an element that I like to see. Be pretty funny if, oh wow, Broly avoided an attack. How unrealistic. He would just eat it. Just take it like it's a nothing. I feel like we get no XP. Like, I feel like I've done all of my leveling using rare candies, and that kind of feels bad. Like, I feel like I'm wrong for doing that, but it's like... They made grinding in this game atrocious. Maybe that's where all the difficulty comes. I should play this on real hardware. I don't have... I have an R4 card. Because I had bought... my goal was I bought Pokemon... I bought the game online. And when it got to my house, it was an R4 card with Pokemon White loaded on it. But you know. Oh man, Bliss is low. Bliss doesn't work. I mean, he probably could. This thing's probably gonna growl, and then it's gonna use, like... Watch. Oh no, it used quick attack. That's shocking. The AI is... I feel like the AI doesn't really... isn't very smart. But if I keep downplaying it like this, it's gonna kill something. I don't have Detect anymore to protect myself from retaliation. Oh boy. Maybe something will be tanky enough to take a retaliation. Maybe she won't even use retaliation. Oh boy, Roggenrola. That would have been a nice find. Fortunately, we got Pop Smoke. It's okay. We have a lot of really good options. I feel like Russell was not. I feel like Broly makes so much more sense. I don't know why I sent Russell out. Maybe it's gonna use something weaker now. Maybe it'll use Defense Curl because it doesn't feel threatened. See there, it used Harden. It didn't use It used Tackle, and that did less damage to Broly than what Headbutt would have done. I wonder if Headbutt is in a kill range. Definitely. Okay, we have to, this is actually, you know, you remember how I was talking about how the AI is smart? Okay. I'm threatened right now. Maybe this thing doesn't have a rock move. Eek. That was a lot of damage. Okay. Please. Damn it, this is... What do I do? Like, I don't like this move. This is a scary move for me. If this thing has a rock move, I'm cooked. It doesn't. It used Tackle. Okay. Confusion stabbed. And this thing doesn't resist. Okay. Roggenrola has been taken care of. We don't have to stress out anymore against School Kid Edgar. Okay. Rocks are a little scary. But it's okay. Because we're going to get a fighting type in a minute, and they're not going to be as scary. And we'll never have that situation again. Man, I feel like I underrate fighting types a lot. I don't know if maybe that's because I like Gen 1 a lot. Technically, Fire Red and Leaf Green. And fighting types aren't that abundant in the first games. At least they're not very useful. Besides, like, Hitmonlee... Really just Hitmonlee. The bug types more act also like fighting types, unfortunately. I wanted to use one of the bug types. I wanted to use Pinsir. Or Scyther. But they both kind of suck. Well, I think Pinsir is the one that's in Leaf Green, and he's dookie. I ended up using a Dragonair instead, which was not the right move, because it did not evolve into a Dragonite before beating the Elite Four. And I have to start catching Pokemon to do the post-game, because I didn't do that originally. Maybe I'll do that. I feel like when I... Oh, hey, look. It's going to show the date in a second. It is sunny out, actually. It is a blue sky. Okay, you know what? It's not going to show the date. I feel like it showed the date at the beginning. And that's good enough. Oh, great. Sharon. Come with me. Why? Go straight from here and there's a Pokemon Center. And you can use these if you want. The Pokemon on Chesto Berry, and if it falls asleep, it'll wake up. And another piece of advice. This gym leader uses normal types. So if you have a fighting type, it might give you an advantage. Well, we do have... Well, we don't have one yet, but we are going to get one, and I believe we have an encounter that we can get here. I believe we have to fight you, but we can get this encounter before Pinwheel Forest. We might even get the encounter in Pinwheel Forest, too. We're gonna have to find out. We'll see. Pop Smoke, he's actually super effective again. Well, he's not. Him, no. But Assurance, yes. That is super effective. That did, like, nothing. I mean, it did, like, some damage. Oh, wow, you're protected from crits? Thankfully... What is your plan right now? What are you doing? Like... Oh, boy. Now you're gonna try to put me to sleep. The fight's over, buddy. Game, set, match. Pop Smoke, if you fall asleep right now, I'm going to get vicious. You don't want that to happen. What does this do? Does this do anything of use? This is an interesting move. I don't think you're... Oh, well, I'm guessing assurance is physical, so... Maybe you're a more physical mon. I didn't know this move existed. This might be an interesting Pokemon. Oh, great. And you heal my Pokemon? Wonderful. Alright. Well, that's good to know. The Pokemon Center is not too far away. Alright, let's take Broly. Let's catch something here, because we can. And then we'll catch something in the forest. And we'll have... Ooh! Timber. Timber! We'll get a chance to rare candy our team up. And then we'll get to talk about the question of the day. Yes, that's beautiful. That is exactly what I wanted to see. I wonder how much damage this will take. Ooh, it's using Bide. Ooh, that's scary. Oh, that did, like, nothing. I'm gonna throw the heal balls at it. They're kind of useless to us once we have a team of 6. So, if I can get use out of one... Yeah! It's just in a stupid-looking Pokeball. Can you evolve in this? I think you need to trade to evolve. We'll have to find out. You know what your name reminds me of? It reminds me of that one guy, that one fighter from Punch-Out. He makes your name's noise when he falls, but I don't know what his name is off the top of my head. Bear Hugger is his name. You're a girl. You know what? Bear Hugger, I think, still works. I wonder if someone's gonna get mad that I'm... Oh. You know what? Bear Hugs. That works too. Bear Hugs is going to unleash a Wrath on this next gym. Oh, we can't get the encounter here. Okay. Well, Team Plasma is blocking the way, so we're just gonna go on our jolly way. And go this way instead. I mean, we do have a gym that we can start preparing for. There are some gym trainers, I guess I should say, that we can fight and get some XP before we fight our gym leader. But we'll kick her ass. Maybe we'll get to at least before her. I don't know. It doesn't take that long, I think, to get to gym leaders now that or at least to the gym leader. Let's see. I feel like I've bought a lot of potions. Here, I want a Premier Ball. That's it, actually. Do I need to heal? I don't think so. Maybe I have some PP that's burned, but... It's not like I run... Yeah. It's not like you really run out of PP in these games unless you play with, like, Shady... The Shady Claw. You know, like how Shady does his... I don't know what they're called. I want to see things that no one can see. The ideals of Pokemon inside Pokeballs. The truth on how trainers should be. And a future where Pokemon have to become perfect. Do you feel the same? Is that so? I think my friends and I should test you to see if this is your future too. You know, I know his thing is like he speaks fast, but it's like you can't speak fast and be dramatic. You know? To be dramatic is to speak slow and to be like bold, you know? This is not the start for Broly. Broly is looking at the Eye of God right now. And the Eye of God is looking at Broly like he's lunch. And we can't let that happen. Let's hit it with a shockwave. Okay, remember how I said I was gonna bring up the question of the day? I completely forgot. Well, now that we're fighting N, I think it's time that we do ask. what is your guys' favorite Nintendo console? I'm asking Nintendo specifically in case, you know, if maybe your favorite console is actually like the PS4 or the 5 or one of the Xbox consoles, you know. Are you ground type yet? No. It does not seem. Interesting. Now, I got the Nintendo Switch when I was 12 years old. I don't know if that dates me for being young and or old. But I loved the Nintendo Switch so much, and it has so many good games on it. Having most of the Wii U's catalog on it, which I did own a Wii U. I'm actually I was a defender of the Wii U. I have big hands, so I really like how big the controller is. I love the Wii U. No, not Bear Hugs. Bear Hughes. No. Hughes has an H. But I think the Switch is I think the Switch is my favorite console that I've ever had. The Switch 2 obviously is a better version of the Switch, so it probably should be that answer. But I think the Switch is like the one that has been the biggest impact on my life. Obviously the DS is really cool, the Wii, but the Switch with all of its games and it being both a portable and a home console, love it. Right now my friends aren't strong enough to save all of the Pokemon. And maybe I can't solve the equation that will change the world. I need power. Power to make anyone agree with me. Now I know what I need. Zekrom. The legendary Pokemon, along with the hero who created the Unova region. It is my turn to become that hero, and you and I will be friends. Interesting. Blitz is a little damaged, but we got a potion we can give him before we go in there. We don't have to walk all the way back to the Pokemon Center. Just get one of these out. Smack that on him. Is there favorites? No, there's not. Oh man. Oh, you can reorder things. Okay, this is helpful. Let's just push these. Nope, not at the bottom. Put these up here. These don't need anything. That one is useless to me. This one's balls. Why is the balls department so big? Well, I guess it's under the bag. So are these like outside of this? Like, does he just like... I don't know. Why am I thinking too hard? The bag has endless space in this game. Unlike Legends Arceus, where you have a limited amount of space. But I kind of like that about the game. Wow! Whenever I look at this skeleton, I'm fascinated. Welcome! I'm House. I'm the assistant director. Since you were kind enough to visit, I'll give you a tour of the museum. This skeleton is of a dragon-type Pokemon. There's a theory that it had an accident while flying around the world, and that's what made it become a fossil. This right here is an old man. I'm kidding. This is a meteorite. It contains some kind of energy from space. This is an old stone. It was found near the desert, but other than the fact that it's old, it doesn't seem to have any value. We display it because it's pretty to look at. The gym is just beyond here. At the end of the gym, there is a very strong and kind gym leader awaiting. That happens to be my wife. How cute. The Pokemon gym leaders are dating. They have a love life. Correct me if I'm wrong on this, but Lenora's like the only black gym leader. I'm gonna be so sad. I'm gonna be like, this would be really embarrassing if that's not her name, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I'm gonna put my team up to level 17 right now. probably go up to 19 before the actual gym fight. You guys shouldn't evolve. Sour Diesel might evolve, actually. Oh, you learn Rock Throw. That is nice coverage. That'll help us. Why does everything have Leer? Like, Low Kick is not the move to have, dude. Of all the fighting moves you could obtain, I'm thinking Russell might even evolve. Okay, let's push Sour Diesel. Let's give him... Oh, you don't. You evolve at 17? Yep. Okay, well, that would have been really embarrassing if he would have got 16 and just not evolved. Yeah, you can say I didn't work for him, but I'm gonna say I made, you know, getting to this point in the game is what is the effort. Now, this move kind of sucks, but I think it's better than Odor Sleuth. We're not really worried about ghost types right now. We don't have a fear. Alright, now that we've gotten one evolution using the rare candies. Yeah, Russell's gonna evolve too. You're not done with this yet. This might be the shortest, if I've updated the overlays correctly. If I didn't, you know, if I've got lazy with it, and I put them both at the same time, I'm sorry. Editing is very frustrating on my brain and body. But we have 2 evolutions now. So, I'm feeling pretty confident going into this gym. And of course, we are still under-leveled, of course. We aren't even on par. Gym leader is 20, and I'm talking about going to 19. Oh, you're gonna talk to us again? A Pokemon gym where the leader waits for the challengers at the back of the museum. It has a great atmosphere, doesn't it? I will give you this. Fresh water. All trainers in the gym use normal type Pokemon. This is just between you and me. Normal type Pokemon, they're weak against fighting type. Around here, fighting type Pokemon show up just around Pinwheel Forest. Now, I'm gonna explain the gym. In this gym, you answer the question through hidden books and you move forward. Now, we can, you know, we don't really care about that. We're gonna read the books and get to Lenora. At least face Lenora before we... That's the hope, at least, to be facing in front of her. So that we can clap her by the end of the video. We're gonna be making... Right now we're making the progress of 1 gym a week. Is what it is looking like. I wonder how long that'll be able to continue. Curse this move. This is not what I was prepared for. I wasn't ready for Detect. It's alright. You're telling me it's only gonna hit twice. We should resist that now, at least. Or you're gonna use Detect again, aren't you? Because why wouldn't it be a simple KO? Why make it easy? Let's make it difficult as fuck. I may be Bookworm, but I'm trash. Alright, this should be the first book, I believe. Yeah. Small brown Pokemon. Memo, Lenora, 4 memos. It's the first Pokemon you met at the gym. I actually have no idea. I already forgot. I think it was a Patrat. It was Patrat, so it's this book. Flame burns inside its body when it gives off its head when it runs. What is this book? Someone's reading it. I believe that means it's you. You're not even reading the book. Yes, locomotive. I feel like as a kid, I had no idea what a locomotive was. I mean, I liked trains when I was younger, and I think that's what a locomotive is a part of. But I had no idea what that meant. And I know there's only like 8 books. And they gave you the hint that someone might be reading it. But it's just like, that is so obscure, man. Not to nitpick a children's video game. A grown-ass adult playing a children's video game, man. What does that say about me? Is this where I expected my life to be? I don't know if it's exactly what I expected, but it's where I wanted to be. Sour Diesel is putting belt to ass, by the way. You know, he's chugging along, he's making this easy. I like how she tells you to return the book. Did it say this is gender studies? You heat it up in a pot, it's delicious. Well, it's gonna be a book about tea. I assume it's this one, right? Oh. From the bookshelf to the left, blah blah blah. Find it by yourself. This is easy. It's you. Who needs to do reading when you're the only person, you know? You look like a trainer. Why am I pulling out a rare candy? No. We don't need to drug our Pokemon up even more. We've drugged our Pokemon. We give them PEDs, performance-enhancing drugs, more than we need. We can calm down on it. We're gonna have enough time for Lenora, I think. Like, I was underestimating on how much time it would take to do the gym. Like, we're gonna beat her in, like, I mean, maybe not her, but we're gonna beat her trainers and have just enough time, I feel like. Because we aim for 30 minutes now. We're not aiming just the little 20s. We're doing longer videos because these come out less. And also, you know, I gotta get back into my groove. If I do bring back the new Super Mario Bros. Series, I'm probably gonna keep that at 20 minutes just because that game's a little shorter and platformers are easier, I would think, than a story-driven game. Maybe I'm gonna find out I'm wrong, though. But we can read the book. The Biology of Tepig? Alright, well, we've gotten all the books. This bookshelf is moving slow as shite. Some books fell on the top. They fell down. This game's very detail-oriented. Why don't we get this amount of detail in the modern Pokemon? I mean, they've gotten better with it. But the modern Pokemon games are, like, still not even... Like, I feel like there isn't a lot of love given to them. Like, they don't feel like passion projects. They feel like they just churn them out every few years. You're already really fast. I don't know if we really necessarily need Flame Charge, but I'll teach it. Nice little coverage move, because coverage never hurts. You learn Bite. That is... Wow. You know, that is not a move I was expecting you to learn. I'm kind of mad I taught you Cut, because this would be... I would love to teach you... I would love to teach you Bite right now. But, you know, we have other ways to paralyze. I think Bite will be better. Can you please learn a move? Okay. So, Gym Leader. Am I scared? Tiny bit. Do I think I should leave it for next time? No. I don't. We do things here. Do I think I send out Sour Diesel? Well, okay. Sour Diesel might have the most defense. And we need to deliver retaliation. So let's think about this. Who has the most HP right now? It's actually between you two. But it is you. It is Sour Diesel. So I'm thinking Sour Diesel is going to have to be the one to try to tank a retaliation in case it does use it. On the offhand chance that it doesn't, does anything have, like, Russell, maybe? Russell might actually be the play because of Intimidate. Oh my god. Wait a minute, this might be free. Russell with Intimidate drops its attack by 1.5. Yeah, I'm thinking this is the play. Sour Diesel and Russell are just gonna make quick work of Lenora. Welcome! The director of the Narkeen Museum and the gym leader is me, Lenora. Well then, I'm gonna research how you battle with the Pokemon you lovingly raised. You know, I feel like as a Nuzlocker, we do really love and raise our Pokemon. We make them as strong as we can, and they never faint. They battle and they win. We take battling to the extreme. You know, min-max it. Oh, great. Well, I didn't plan for that, but it's okay. We still hit with Arm Thrust. Wow, that did. Well, I guess, you know, hitting multiple times makes it, hey, makes up for it. Ouch. That was a lot of damage. If I hit twice, I think you end up KOing yourself. I don't even need to hit twice. It's 3 times. Don't have to worry about it. Alright, here comes out this Watchog. You'll find a winning strategy. Your winning strategy is going to be... Alright, so the plan is we're just going to play... We're going to do a bunch of switching. Russell right now is going to drop its attack. Drop it once. So, it used Hypnosis. It's okay, Russell did the most important thing that it needed to do. Intimidate. Really, anything can kind of come out at this point. Not anything. I would like to paralyze it, seed it, do everything. I'm just shutting it down. We're shutting this Watchog down. I'm at 1 level below it. Apparently this thing is shutting me down. I was not... Okay. It's alright. We didn't need to paralyze it anyways. Who needs to paralyze a Watchog when you can just stare at it in the face? Alright, Burly. Please. You've got to be kidding me. This is getting a little, like, this is a little excessive, don't you think? Like, come on now. Okay. Honestly, I don't even know what isn't. Thank you for missing, at least. Thank you, RNG gods, for showing me that it's still possible for the CPU to miss. I'm scared that it is gonna put me to sleep, though. And I'm gonna get really mad when it puts me to sleep. Okay. My... Russell, come on. We're gonna play a game with this thing. Completely demoralize it. Operation Demoralization is a go. What would Operation Demoralization be? We're gonna make this thing do nothing. We're gonna make it sit out here and just hit like a wet paper towel. Okay, that did a lot of damage. Is Retaliate a physical move? Please tell me Retaliate is physical. But, you know. Okay. I was looking up if Retaliate's physical. Yeah. Okay. So I don't even know how much damage it did, but it did enough damage. I don't want to switch Broly out, or well, I don't want to switch Blitz out. Blitz will probably be able to take another whatever it gets hit with. I don't want to stall, because if I stall, you know, I don't want to make this video unnecessarily long. I was fearing that was gonna happen. Okay. Alright. We lost one Pokemon. That's what I get for trying to stall it for too long. I'll drop its attack, and then we're gonna make a switch to Bear Hugs. That's an unfortunate loss, but you know what? It's okay. It'll hopefully get redemption in the second game. That's what we can think of. See, look how little damage Crunch did. A sacrifice will not... Seriously? Like, can we not do this right now? Please? I don't even know what to do. I genuinely think, like, I just have to stay in and hope that he wakes up. I should have put Chesto Berries on my team. I should have known. I didn't think that it was necessary. I didn't need it any of the other times I've fought her yet. That one shot, oh my god. Maybe I should have just done that sooner. I fear I played this fight pretty bad. It's okay. One loss isn't gonna, you know, no, don't. You know what? No. Let's keep our moves. I don't want to learn Smog. My theory about you was correct. You're just as more talented, motivated, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you killed one of my Pokemon. We got a full team, and then you immediately took it away from me, Lenora. Oh well. A second gym badge is pretty nice to have. I guess the sacrifice was in vain from Blitz. Sucks though. I really wanted to see more out of Blitz. Unfortunately, crits ended up taking a toll. Here. Come quickly! Team Plasma is starting to stealing the bones! What? Quick, you should come with me too. Well, we could come... Well, that sounded wrong. Well, we will, but we're gonna do that next time. After I wake my Pokemon up, I'll heal them and we'll catch them up to the level. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will hope to see you all next time. Goodbye.